A dimly lit bakery. A little girl stares sadly at a display of birthday cakes. Her father speaks quietly to the cashier, voice trembling. The CEO in an elegant suit stands behind them in line, silently watching. He didn't know she was the CEO of the biggest bakery chain in town, and she didn't know this small act of kindness would change 3 lives forever. But when the poor single dad cancelled his daughter's birthday cake, what she did next shocked everyone. Watch till the end, and if you believe kindness can change the world, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Goodness Corner, your daily dose of humanity. It was a chilly afternoon when the aroma of freshly baked bread filled Sweet Delights, a small neighborhood bakery. The glass counter sparkled with cakes of all shapes and colors, strawberry swirls, chocolate layers, and vanilla dreams with sugar roses. But standing before that counter was a man who looked utterly broken. His clothes were neat but worn, his hands rough from hard labor. And beside him stood a little girl in a pink dress holding a small teddy bear, her eyes shining with innocent excitement. "Daddy, this one. This one with the rainbow," she said, pointing at a small round cake with pastel colors. Her smile was brighter than the lights of the bakery. The father, Ethan, smiled weakly and nodded. "Yes, sweetheart. That one's perfect." The cashier rang it up. "That'll be $48, sir." Ethan's face fell slightly. He reached into his pocket, pulled out a few crumpled bills, and counted twice. He had 40. Just 40. He looked at the cake again, then at his daughter, who was humming a birthday tune quietly to herself. Actually, I think I'll have to cancel the order," he murmured, voice breaking. "Sorry, ma'am. Maybe next time." The cashier looked awkward. "It's okay, sir." She took the cake off the counter. The little girl's face dropped instantly. "Daddy?" "But, my birthday cake," her small voice cracked, eyes welling up. Ethan knelt down, forcing a smile. "Hey, princess, remember what I said? The best birthdays are about love, not cake." "But you promised," she whispered. Behind them, a woman had been watching silently. Tall, elegant, dressed in a navy blue suit, Olivia Hart, CEO of Hart's Bakes and Company, the biggest bakery brand in the city. She had stopped by the small local branch for a surprise visit, trying to see how customers were treated. But what she saw instead broke her heart. As Ethan took his daughter's hand and turned to leave, Olivia stepped forward. "Excuse me," she said softly. Ethan turned, nervous. "Oh, I'm sorry, did we block the line?" Olivia smiled faintly. "No. I just couldn't help overhearing. You were buying a cake for your daughter's birthday, right?" He nodded, embarrassed. "Yes, but it's fine. We'll just bake something at home." The little girl looked up curiously at Olivia. "Are you a princess?" Olivia chuckled gently. "Not quite, sweetheart. But I do love birthdays." Then she turned to the cashier. "Can you please wrap that rainbow cake? And add a few cupcakes too." Ethan's eyes widened. No, ma'am, please, you don't have to." Olivia held up a hand. "I insist. Consider it, a small gift for a very brave little girl." The girl gasped. "Really?" "Yes, really." Ethan was speechless. "I don't know how to thank you." Olivia knelt beside the child. "What's your name, darling?" "Lily," she beamed. "Well, Lily, happy birthday. I hope today becomes as sweet as this cake." The cashier packed the cake, and as Olivia paid, Ethan tried to stop her again. "You really don't have to. I'm just going through a rough patch. Lost my job a few months ago. Trying my best." Olivia looked into his tired eyes. "You don't have to explain. I can see you're doing everything you can for her. That makes you a hero in my book." They walked outside together. The evening sun painted the sky golden. Lily danced around her father with joy, hugging the cake box tightly. "Daddy, she's an angel." Olivia smiled softly. "Take care of each other." She turned to leave, but something about the way Ethan said, "Thank you," made her pause. His voice carried pain and pride. Inside her car, she couldn't stop thinking about him. A single father, struggling silently, refusing pity. And a little girl who reminded Olivia of herself, once small, poor, and dreaming of a world where birthdays weren't cancelled. She called her assistant. "Find me everything about that man, Ethan Miller. I want to know his story." Within hours, Olivia learned he had once been an auto engineer, laid off when the company downsized. His wife had died 2 years ago in a car accident. Since then, he'd been juggling small repair jobs, trying to feed his daughter and pay rent. Something in her heart ached. The next morning, Olivia made a decision that would surprise everyone, including Ethan himself. The next day, Ethan was fixing a neighbor's car when a sleek black sedan pulled up in front of his small apartment building. A woman stepped out, the same one from the bakery. He quickly wiped his hands, confused. "Miss Olivia? You're here." She smiled. "Can I talk to you for a moment?" Lily ran out, waving excitedly. "The cake lady." Olivia laughed. "Hi again, sweetheart. How was the birthday?" "It was the best ever." Lily cheered. "Daddy even made balloons out of trash bags." Ethan blushed. "We make do." Olivia's expression softened. "Ethan, I know you might find this strange, but I want to offer you something." He frowned slightly. "What do you mean?" "I read about your background. You used to design auto systems, right? My company just launched a delivery division. We're designing eco-friendly cake vans. I need someone like you to lead the project." He blinked, stunned. "You're offering me a job?" "Not just a job. A fresh start." Ethan was speechless. His throat tightened. Why me?" Olivia looked at Lily. "Because your daughter reminded me of something I forgot long ago, that people who give love deserve love in return." Tears welled in his eyes. "I don't know how to thank you." "Then don't," Olivia smiled. "Just promise me you'll show up Monday morning." Lily tugged at her sleeve. "Can we bring you cake next time?" Olivia laughed softly. "You'd better." Months passed, and Ethan's life transformed. He joined Hart's Bakes and Company as project manager, designing efficient vehicles that saved the company thousands of dollars. He worked hard, always remembering the woman who saw potential where others saw failure. On the company's anniversary celebration, Olivia took the stage. Hundreds of employees applauded as she began her speech. "Success," she said, "isn't about how high you climb, it's about how many hands you reach out to lift." 1 year ago, I met a father who couldn't afford a birthday cake. Today, he's standing among us as one of our finest engineers. The crowd turned as Ethan, in his neat suit, stood holding Lily's hand. Applause thundered through the hall. Olivia smiled at him, eyes misty. Sometimes, the smallest act of kindness becomes the spark that changes everything. Ethan stepped forward, voice trembling. "You didn't just give me a job, ma'am. You gave my daughter her smile back. You reminded me that good people still exist." Lily, unable to contain herself, shouted into the microphone, "She's our hero." Laughter and tears filled the room. That night, as the lights dimmed and people clapped, Olivia realized something: she hadn't just changed someone's life. They had changed hers too. Because when you give from the heart, the universe finds a way to return it tenfold, and that's how one cake, one small act of kindness, became the reason 3 hearts found hope again. If you believe kindness still exists in this world, make sure to like this video and subscribe to Goodness Corner for more stories that touch the soul.